Hi Cancers, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your December love reading. Stay tuned for your annual readings. Those are coming right up as soon as I get caught up on my private readings. And then also the January ones will be up before Christmas. So before Christmas we'll have 2018 overviews and the January ones. So stay tuned for those. All right. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance for Cancer's love life in December? Cancer's love life in December 2017. What are the messages that Cancers need to hear for their love life? I'm using a new deck. It's called the Fountain Tarot. The cards are light, I'm aware, and I will hold them up so you can see them as we go through the reading. So don't worry so much about not being able to see them right off the bat. All right, Cancers, this is good. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Coins. So this means balance, equality, reciprocity. In your love life, it's you're either needing more balance or you have balance. Things are good. Things might be pretty good right now. Or not so good because you want balance. It's something that you are needing. I'll make sure you can see at least the angles right. Okay, so balance, 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 equality, fairness, reciprocity. And Cancers, that's all you really want anyway. That's why you fight so much when you get frustrated, because you're not fighting for fighting's sake. You're not fighting because your feelings get hurt. I mean, yes, they do, but you're fighting because you're very principled. You're very principled in the way that you compose your arguments and your levels of frustration with somebody or what you want and desire out of love. It comes from a place of fairness and balance. And look what's underneath. Oh my gosh, look what's underneath. We have the Fool card and the Fool and the World card. So this ending and beginning that is upon you this month in December is because of a lack of balance or you're needing more balance. Cancers, this is the name of the game for you in December. It doesn't mean a relationship has to end, but there's going to be this major feeling that you have, and it's a very principled, reasoned emotion. Okay, you're very justified in what you're feeling. We also have at the center of your reading, the Magician. So yeah, we have you're ending one phase, excited to start a new phase, and you're going to take matters into your own hands, and you're going to make something happen the way that you want it to happen. Even if it's with the current partner. Even if it's with the current partner, Cancers, you're sitting here saying, I need a change. And what I like about this card here, the Magician, is this is you not only being upset at the person, your love life, you're also saying, okay, when we're talking about principles and equality and balance and fairness, you're also saying here with this Magician card, Cancers, okay, there needs to be a change, but maybe I can aid in the change. Maybe I can assist. Maybe it's not all your fault. Maybe it's not all Mr. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Maybe it's not all your fault. Maybe something needs to end in the way that our dynamics work. And maybe there's something I can do to adjust that. So this is a very mature, well thought out emotional response to whatever is happening in your love life. Okay. If you are completely single, you are looking but you're also looking for a whole fresh start. You're very excited about it with the Fool card here. Something is definitely wrapping up. And what you're going to be looking for is something that is balanced, something you can be excited about, and you're willing to take matters into your own hands. All right, what we have here on the first row, we have the Death card, Judgment, Strength, right out of the gate, Cancers. Major arcana is all over the place. The Magician, the World, the Fool, Death, Judgment, Strength. So you are going to be making a change. You are looking forward here with this Death card. You are looking forward to old ways dying, some form of transformation. So some maybe view of a person or a situation that you used to have is either changing or developing, or dying off, and something new is popping in. It could be a new person, but it could also just be a new view of them. With the Judgment card, you will be getting the answers that you need, and you'll feel very confident in the decision that you're making. Now, when I say decision, Cancers, it doesn't mean that you're deciding to leave somebody. Can it? Yeah, it can mean that. But I'm sensing more that this, if you're in a partnership or if you're dating somebody, I'm sensing more that this is more of a decision on your part to say, hey, I don't like what's happening here. We're going to make some changes. I need changes. I'm going to do these changes. I need you to do some changes too. That type of a dynamic. You're coming at it from a very stable, well thought out place, and you will be getting the answers that you need. Okay, 3 of Coins, Magician, and the 3 of Swords. So we have 2 3s here. Change is definitely upon you, but with this card of loss, we also have this card of gain. You see that? And look what sits between these cards. This card of gain, this card of loss, heartbreak, stress. Could there be a third party in the mix? Yes. Could there be an addition to the mix, like a baby maybe? Yeah, it could. This could mean that. But look what's in the middle. And odd how I'm actually holding these cards right here. You see the Magician down there? Okay, the power to manifest what you want, add, release, let go, develop, that sits with you. That sits with you. The approach sits with you also, and you know that. And I like this setup that you have here, the spread, Cancers, because it's very self-empowering. And it could have to do with the energy of getting ready to go into the new year, or the energy of get rid of this one so I can find what I really want. But there's this whole major transition, and you're not placing the blame on anybody else. You're not even really placing the blame on you. You're just saying, I can make some changes here. Okay, what's next? Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. So what this means, what this is talking about is, yeah, you need either a new love, completely new love, or a new refresher in your current love. So there's going to be new emotions, deep emotions. It'll feel like a fresh starter for your current relationship, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups, so you, right? Always generous, always loving. Let me hold this up so you can see it, because it's such a Queen of Cups. It's so lovely and just like the Queen of Cups energy, right? Patient sometimes, but always coming from a good place, right? There's this solace here with her. She's very beautiful because she is, look at the deep water underneath her too. I mean, she's very connected to who she is, what she's doing. Very present in the moment. And not being afraid to work. Okay, you realize that if these changes that you're wanting, if you really want to make these changes in your love life, in your dating life, in your partnership life, you're not afraid. You're very aware that there could be a new beginning here, and you're definitely excited to work for it. Okay, there could be a water sign. There could be an earth sign in your mix. I know everybody likes to hear who. But so lots of earth, lots of water. Scorpio here, Leo. Okay, so high level. Change is definitely upon you in your love life. You're seeking balance. Fool, the world, magician, strength, judgment, like major emotions are boiling up and you feel good about it. This doesn't seem like a very tumultuous month for you, at least initially. Okay, let's pull some more clarifiers. Spirit and universe, what are the clarifying messages that you have for Cancers with respect to their love life? What are the clarifying messages and advice and guidance that you have for Cancers with respect to their love life? Please clarify this reading for Cancers. So we have the 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands. And there's lots of fire here. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands, the Lovers, and the King of Cups. At the bottom of this deck, we have the 8 of Swords. So this right here. Oh my gosh, my dog. I'm sorry, you can hear her snoring. This right here is spawning or starting this desire. You or somebody with respect to your love life is feeling paralyzed, and because of that, instead of sitting here in this zone of not moving because they're just so emotionally distraught, this is you taking charge, saying, no, I want this. I can't be here anymore. I want to be here. This doesn't mean you're leaving a relationship. Again, it can, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means you need a change in the dynamic. Let me put this over here. Can you see it? Okay, so what do we have? We have the Death card clarified by the 10 of Swords. I mean, yes, major change. Something that is bothering you is ending. Maybe it's because you are bringing about this change. Judgment with the 3 of Wands. Again, you will get the answer that you want. Your ships are coming in. Okay, things are working out in your favor. It will be very clear to you. It will be extremely clear because you have the Ace of Swords here. New beginning. Maybe a new understanding. The Ace of Swords is clarifying the 3 of Swords here. Strength clarified by the 6 of Wands. Again, victory. You, Cancers, will be bringing about this victory in your love life. Ending a fight, ending a major argument, changing the dynamic, maybe changing the sexual dynamic on some level, changing the intimacy dynamic, standing up for yourself, and then it actually gets received well, which is something you might be afraid of, you know. It's like, oh, they're standing up for themselves. That's hot. That type of a thing. We have the 3 of Coins clarified by the 9 of Wands. So there's fear here in making this change. There's a little bit of a fear in augmenting what it is that this change you're trying to do, getting this to augment your relationship for the better, step it up, step it forward. There's a little bit of fear here in preparing to do that, but the key with the 9 of Wands is that there is fight left in you. The battle's not over. Okay, you can step it up if you want it. If you want to, you can adjust. Or I like to use the word augment. I think that's a very descriptive word. You can augment it because you're here. You don't want to be here underneath the star. Okay, hope. You're not losing faith that something can be changed. And then we have the Magician clarified by the Two of Coins. So yeah, obviously there's a choice. You can leave or you can stay and make the change. And that's something that you, with the Magician here, are going to be taking upon yourself to figure out. And you'll have the answer that you need, and the decisions that you're trying to make, they'll be clear. You'll know you're making the right decision. And then with the Ace of Swords clarifying the three of Swords, it doesn't mean that the clear decision is to walk away. I mean, you can look at it that way if your situation is in dire straits and you really just want to bounce. You can look at it that way if you want, Cancers, but it doesn't have to be. But the thing with this card is that there will be clarity that a major change has to be made. It might be heartbreaking for a minute, or you might be afraid that it could cause an issue. But like I said before, you may just decide to stand up for yourself, and then your partner's like, wow, that's hot. I like that. I like that side of you. And you're surprised. Okay? Because the thing with the Three of Swords is there's fear here. It's a card of fear. Ace of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Wands. Communication, adjustment, arrows of love, could be travel. So there will be communication about this. You're not afraid of it. Strength, Magician, Two of Coins. There's going to be communication. You're not afraid of it. It's actually, and like we said before, it's going to work out in your favor. Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Could be dealing with an air sign. We have swords here. But what I like about this Lovers card is these two beings, even though they're engulfed and encompassed with this sphere, this orb that's around their bodies and around their souls, they're facing each other, which means they're still two separate individuals, and they have their autonomy in the relationship, but they are so spiritually connected. They're here together. They're feeling this together. All right, and then we have you with the the Queen of Cups. So very emotional, very connected type of relationship, but also very clear decision-making skills on your part. King of Cups, Seven of Coins. Okay, we already talked about that this is going to take work. And are you dealing with another water sign? Possibly. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's a very, this talks about emotional stability, building emotional stability within the relationship. So this major change that you may be fearing may not need to be feared. It may be received very well, and it may be very surprising to you, and it actually have a very strong calming effect on you, and an effect that causes you to really get excited about moving forward. All right, what are the high-level advice and guidance cards for Cancers? High-level advice and guidance messages. All right. Ten of Wands. Yeah, this burden that you've been carrying, something's been off in your love life and you've been wanting to make a change. It's been very burdensome for you, and change is now upon you. And you're taking matters into your own hands. So we'll talk about how that's advice and guidance. Four of Swords, healing and rest. Resting the mind, resting the body. And then the Star, healing again, and maintaining faith and hope. So in terms of advice and guidance, Cancers, I know you can't see these cards very well because they're so light, but in terms of advice and guidance, this is telling you to keep the faith, keep believing in love, in your partner, rest, and just know that this end is coming, this end is here, and so you will be able to rest. You will be able to feel at ease in the resolution of whatever it is that's going on, because something's definitely burdening you. But I think the change, honestly, Cancers, with this reading, the change is going to be fairly minor. It feels big. It feels daunting. It feels scary. It feels like it's not going to be received well. But I think it's actually going to be received well. And that's going to have a very calming effect on you. And you're going to be happy. All right? So leave your comments below, because this reading Even though you're a water sign, Cancers, this reading is not your typical Cancer reading, is it? And so leave your comments below because I'm very curious about what you're feeling about this message here, because I think it's different than you're used to getting, but I also feel like it's really going to resonate with you. So, all right, Cancers, well, stay tuned for your annuals and private readings coming right up. If you're waiting for a private reading, I will be contacting you probably this weekend to get your date scheduled to get the private reading. So just stay tuned for that. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Cancers. Love you. Bye.